Hello everyone and welcome back to the Racing Topic Podcast. Today we are live in Shannonville in the RV of my next guest on the podcast today, Marc Stehle. Marc, how's it going?
It's going awesome. Thanks for having me, Chad.
No problem at all. So, as I said, we're up here in Shannonville looking to have a good weekend for the Kart Stars Nationals, the bear hunt back, and everything like that. So, let's go back a little bit, Marc. Where did it all start for you?
Well, this is a long time ago. 1980, my dad took us to the Essex Mini Grand Prix, which is close to my hometown. We watched the races. He asked if we wanted to do it. The next year we were out racing at Point Pelee. So my first official race was a 1981. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't been to Shannonville, and I want to say Brian Stewart was here probably 2010 was the last time I was here.
2010?
Yeah.
So you weren't here last year even when the series did return?
No, I didn't come last year. I chose to go to the Canadian Nationals, and this year I chose to come here.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So
I kind of just go wherever I want to go. I don't follow any point series. I
can see that.
I don't care to do that stuff anymore. I just want to go race and have fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever makes you happy makes you happy.
Exactly.
Understood. So in vain of all that, so I guess we'll continue. So you first started in '81. Where did it go from there?
We raced in Pelee. Me and my brother raced for 3-4 years together, and then he decided not to race anymore, and me and my dad just kept going. Because we live in Windsor, we ended up in the States a lot. So we started racing East Lansing. We went to MRP a couple times. And then we got into enduro karts, so I raced long track stuff. I've raced at Daytona, IRP, Putnam, Indiana. I've been to MIS, Mid-Ohio, Grattan.
Wow.
I've been all over the place.
That's something else right there, man. Unbelievable.
Karting's been quite the experience, and the amount of people you meet and the good people you meet, it's definitely something like a family. It's hard to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can see that.
Yep.
So after that, and once we ran into the 2010s and stuff like that, the next thing I wanted to ask was, how did you get into the Ricardo kart team and everything like that?
So I people that are old like me, they know I used to do a bunch of Tony Kart stuff. I was green speed back in the day. Ran Tony Karts up until I want to say 2013, 14 time. Ended up buying a Burrell. Won the Nationals the next year with the Burrell.
Hey.
Talked to Dominic at PSL, and the rest has been history. I didn't really want to drive a Burrell because everybody had them. So I wanted to be different, and the Ricardo had just coming out. So 16, I debuted the white Ricardo.
Nice.
And it's been great since. We're doing a thing.
As he just says with family right there.
Yeah, that was my wife
good,
coming
good
in.
Stuff, good stuff. Again, you can never get away from family. Keep that in mind. It's always good to have them here at the track.
100%. The family travels with us pretty much everywhere we go now, and my youngest one just started racing. She's 11.
Hey.
So this is her first year competing at Pelee, and see what happens. If she likes it, we can go all over if she wants.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They always give you something to do. So.
Yeah. So right now, just we're in the process of trying to move down to the States and do racing down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, so my wife's American, and her dream's always been to move back to the States, so it looks like we're heading back there. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So with all your going all over the place and stuff like that, who would you say were the best people that you met, going in with your team and stuff in Ricardo, and helping other younger drivers get up to the points that you've been of winning 4 national championships and all that?
Wow, there's been so many kids through my years. Recently, I would say Aiden and Grata with Dale. Me and Dale worked a lot with Aiden. Dale obviously worked a lot more with Aiden, but Aiden out in Pelee. Stefano
Lucente, I remember him.
He drove for me for a while, so I did a bunch of work with him, and he won a nationals. And Michael Glaze ran for me for years. The Glaze family's great. Man, there's so many people. I don't even know where to start because I feel like I'm going to leave too many people out. It's Dominic. I can't say enough about that man. He's been great to me. And right now I'm working with Max. I just retired from work. I just sold my business, so I'm coaching now out in Peely. It's going good. It gives me goosebumps. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm doing it.
It's always the best thing.
Yeah, through COVID, I think it's made everybody really evaluate their lives and evaluate whether you're doing the right thing in life. And I reevaluated my life, and I've changed it.
For the better.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep. So
That's awesome.
I'm really glad to be at Shannonville, though. I haven't been here in years. I'm so excited trying to get here. It took 6.5 hour drive to get here. But yeah, no, I can't wait to get out there.
I think it will be, especially as we've seen, and the biggest thing as well, we've seen even more track improvements to this track, whereas last year they had, and I've touched on this in other podcast episodes, is they had the tires around the inside of everything,
Yep.
and I know I heard a lot of complaints about that. Unfortunately, myself was included in that because we ended up getting involved in a wreck last year. But they've added curbs this
Yep.
year, so we don't have to worry about tires and all that, and
Yep.
I think that's a great addition to the track, and a lot of people found this track fun last year.
You know what? This is the Talladega of go-karting.
I will say that too. This is the most draft-dependent track out there for karts.
Yeah. There's nothing like this place. It's bumpy. It has character. You have to avoid the bumps. If you avoid the bumps, you'll make it through the weekend.
Exactly.
You won't be sore on Sunday.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But hey, whatever. We're in go-karts. This is what we do, right? We get
Exactly,
sore.
so.
We enjoy it so much, and it's hard on our bodies. I'll tell you, I'm almost 50, and yeah, my body's hurting.
Mm.
But you know what? The adrenaline just keeps me coming back.
Exactly. Once you get into racing, you never want to stop.
No,
it just
not
keeps
at
going
all.
On and on and on.
And like Shannonville, you look how many people are here. There's got to be 200 people spending the night here.
Yeah.
This is incredible. You don't get this anywhere.
No, like the entries and everything that we've got for this weekend is awesome. Like I mentioned, the bear hunt is back with
Yep.
the trophies and everything being personally designed around that this year. That is another awesome thing that is coming with
We've got
perspective.
25 plus strong in Masters. I'm looking forward to that. It's not too often we get good sized fields like that in
Exactly, yeah.
Masters.
So
Yeah, and there's a lot of good competition in Masters. I think people should watch the Masters race this weekend. It's going to be a good one.
I think so too. Again, that'll be live on Race Monitor. We have Cadet, Junior, and Senior Pro tomorrow, which is Friday. Saturday, one of the big days. That also has Kartstars Junior and all the regular other classes. And then Sunday also features Kartstars Senior and the finals of all the rock classes with them. Kartstars Senior, of course, is where we combine Briggs Senior and Briggs Masters, so some of the younger guys get to compete with a little bit of the older guys. And as we know, Marc Stehle has pretty much all the experience in the world, so we can learn a thing or two off of these guys.
Yeah, and just adding the little bit of extra weight, it slows the kids down, and they can't be so aggressive on the wheel. They got to be a lot smoother. And it's the equalizer Kartstars Senior. It's a great class. I can't say enough about the Kartstars program. It's brought karting back as a community together, I would have to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and my hats go off to all the Kartstars organizers. I've been in this sport for so long. I know what it takes to put races on, and these guys work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree.
And they deserve the recognition for doing it.
So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. We'll go back to some of your national championships won. Can you tell me which year you won them in, and which one do you think was the best for you?
So it would have been 2003, 2005, and then I want to say, I think it was 2015.
Bingo.
And then I had a couple issues. I threw a chain in the lead one time.
Oh.
had a couple issues, couldn't get her done. And then 2001, it all came together again, and that was the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. Me and Ian battled it out. We had an amazing race. Every race that's been for the national championship's been an amazing race, and I think we're going to see an amazing race this weekend.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
Especially, and that's the biggest thing I also wanted to touch on is the finishes here have been absolutely
Yep.
fantastic. We're talking thousandths of a second
Yeah.
for a national championship, and it comes down to literally like sometimes slingshotting yourself at the very last
a couple
second.
thousandths of a second between you.
Oh, it's unreal.
I figure there's probably good 10 plus guys that are capable of winning Masters alone, and I think it's going to be a freight train for the front. I think if you make a mistake, you're going backwards.
Unfortunately,
and
yeah.
good luck making it up
Yeah,
front.
after that, it's like this is so momentum based. You really can't afford to make a mistake and all that stuff. And even if you do start defending, if an entire line decides to go on the outside, you're going to get a freight train.
You're
either
done.
way, man.
You're done.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what the draft does at this track.
Yeah, we all say we're going to work together, but as soon as one guy pulls out, we all go with him, right?
Exactly, and then unfortunately the one poor soul that's not in the draft.
Yeah, sorry for him. And the straightaway is so big, how do you block?
You really can't.
No.
It's just, you're kind of a sitting duck.
Yep.
Especially if you get out too far. You're just going to get absolutely railroaded.
8-0. Yep. I don't know what the draft. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been here for a long time. I don't know what the draft's worth, but I'm thinking it's a second and a half,
I would
probably.
say so, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a major,
So if
major
you get out of it, you're done. You're done.
So there's not much else you can do in that situation anyway. So any other really good stories you think would be super entertaining and all that through your many years of karting?
Man, there's too many. There's just too many. It's the great friendships you meet. Like everybody knows who Dale Bonham is.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing guy. Ben Morgan, another guy. We've been together for years in this. I raced so much in the States. I didn't know so many people up this way. Ben and Dale have been around forever. They're like little brothers to me. Man, there's so many friendships you make in this. Marc, the DeLeos, Daryl Timmers, Ian McIntyre. Like, I could go on and on.
Yeah.
And they're all like brothers to me. I just, the racing's, it's my family.
Exactly.
That's as much as you could say, right?
It's your family away from home, and even some ways.
Yeah, look, it brings tears to my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
this sport flows through me, and I try and help everybody in this sport. I'm an open book. Anybody got a question, come and ask me. I'll give you a straight up answer.
I agree. Especially even when you said it to me when I need some coaching around Point Peely. You said, "Come with me, son. I'll show you the ropes around this place."
Yeah, I don't like to see people struggle, and in this sport, if you get pointed in the right direction off the beginning, you'll stay in this sport for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, if you get a bad taste in this sport, people just come and go, and that's not what builds the sport.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Yep.
It's just
It's sad. So,
it is.
but anyways, if we look at it this weekend, it's going to be an amazing weekend. It's supposed to be great weather all weekend.
Yes.
Um,
It's the most important thing.
I pray nobody gets hurt,
Yes.
and for some great racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, well, I believe that's going to wrap us up here. Unless you have anything else to add, Mark.
No, man, I'm glad you did this, Chad. I've never done anything like this, so I hope I did all right.
Oh, you did absolutely fantastic.
All right, buddy.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast this week. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on the rundown of this weekend. Until then, and until the national championships next weekend, y'all take it easy.